We Shall Overcome, a historical picture book published in 2013, is aimed at young children and features a compelling narrative by Debbie Levy, complemented by vibrant illustrations by Vanessa Brantley-Newton. This book takes readers on a journey through the history of the iconic song We Shall Overcome, tracing its origins from the era of slavery to its significant role in the American Civil Rights Movement and its continued resonance among protesters across the globe. Debbie Levy, in her explanation on her website, notes that the song has evolved to symbolize the universal struggle for equality, freedom, peace, and justice. The book includes valuable back matter, such as a timeline chronicling the song's influence from the 1800s to 2008, as well as a list of resources, reading recommendations, and websites where readers can listen to performances of the song. We Shall Overcome received recognition in the form of a Jane Addams Children's Book Award honor for younger children in 2014 and was designated as an NCSS Notable Social Studies trade book in the same year. The song We Shall Overcome has its roots in I'll Overcome Someday, a hymn composed in 1900 by Charles Albert Tindley, a Methodist minister renowned as one of the pioneers of American gospel music. In 1945, during a tobacco workers' strike, the song's lyrics were adapted to the contemporary version We Will Overcome. Folk singer and civil rights activist Pete Seeger played a pivotal role in popularizing the song during the 1960s, transforming will into shall, and turning it into an emblem of nonviolent protest, social change, and unity. Levy employs a creative approach by interspersing her informative free verse text with the lyrics of We Shall Overcome. The lyrics, rendered in bold, large font, often sprawl across both pages of the two-page spreads. Brantley-Newton's collage-style illustrations are dynamic, colorful, and captivating. We Shall Overcome commences its narrative back in slavery times, a period when, as Levy describes it, individuals toiled relentlessly with no freedom, no fairness, no choice, and no chance. It was during this challenging period that singing emerged as a means to assert their humanity and alleviate their suffering. The accompanying illustration vividly portrays African American children and adults engaged in cotton picking, their eyes closed in solemn concentration as they sing the lyrics, "Oh, deep in my heart I do believe I'll be all right someday." Levy's narrative continues to trace the journey of the song through the Civil War. Despite the abolition of slavery, Levy emphasizes that African Americans were far from experiencing genuine freedom. They continued to face exclusion, violence, and unfair segregation. It was during this tumultuous period that African Americans adapted the church song I Will Overcome, modifying it to We Will Overcome to reflect their collective solidarity. An evocative illustration accompanies this section, depicting determined women marching in protest while wearing sashes emblazoned with messages like "We will win our rights" and "We will win this fight." The narrative also highlights the significant impact of the song on Martin Luther King, Jr., who carried it in his heart as a constant source of inspiration during his travels. The song's evolution into We Shall Overcome is beautifully illustrated as Dr. King observes a group of singing protesters. Levy goes on to describe how students fought against racial hatred through nonviolent sit-ins, enduring unwarranted arrests while waiting for service in restaurants. The Freedom Singers, a vocal group, played a crucial role in educating the nation about the civil rights movement and inspiring change by performing We Shall Overcome throughout the United States. Brantley-Newton's illustration for this part of the text features a quartet of singers superimposed over a map of the United States, accompanied by the lyrics, "We are not alone." The narrative culminates with the monumental 1963 March on Washington, described as the biggest gathering of people united in support of fairness for African Americans. An illustration captures the essence of this historic event, portraying a line of singers holding hands and raising their voices in song in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Despite legislative changes, the narrative poignantly notes that race hatred stayed strong. President Lyndon Baines Johnson's televised speech in 1965, during which he quoted lyrics from the song, serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggle. We must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome. This passage is accompanied by an evocative illustration portraying an African American family gathered in their cozy living room, their eyes fixed on the television screen as President Johnson's speech unfolds. The scene captures the hope and significance of the moment. Levy's narrative goes on to describe the global journey of We Shall Overcome. South Africans embraced the song in their own quest for freedom from an oppressive, all-white regime. In this section, an illustration showcases singers as silhouettes against the vibrant orange sun and the expansive African savanna, with lyrics boldly proclaiming, "Black and white together someday." The narrative further explores how nations around the world, including East Germany, China, Northern Ireland, Bangladesh, and wherever individuals worked towards a better future, adopted the song as their anthem. Within the United States, presidents may change, but the march towards freedom continues to progress. Eventually, the nation elects its first African American president. At his inauguration, President Obama stands before a diverse and jubilant crowd, captured in an illustration featuring the lyrics, "Oh, deep in my heart I do believe we shall overcome someday." Levy's conclusion reminds readers that prejudice and injustice persist in the world, and so the song endures. She emphasizes, "We sing to declare that, yes, we are all human beings, deserving of respect, sharing the same planet, the same future, together." The final illustration beautifully portrays a diverse group of young people coming together to play the guitar and sing in unison, symbolizing unity and hope. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.